The James Webb Space Telescope has captivated the world's attention even before its momentous launch. Elon Musk does seem to have great interest in space travel, and when NASA launched the James Webb Telescope into space, he said it was a significant event for humankind. So what is the James Webb Space Telescope, and what are the opinions of Musk and other scientists about it? Welcome to Future Today. We'll discuss what Elon Musk and scientists really think of James Webb Telescope. Before we do, subscribe to our channel to get updated with everything on future technology, Elon Musk, or SpaceX. We've spent enough time on our planet and traveled just enough space to understand that we're the galaxy's sole evolved race. However, since there are countless galaxies out there and space is enormous, we can't be sure whether we're alone or not. We haven't given up on finding solutions to the universe's numerous mysteries, and the James Webb Space Telescope is evidence that we could acquire some more specific answers or unearth other secrets in the near future. We've been glancing up at the sky for quite some time. We've been looking for methods to create better observatories since Galileo pointed the first spyglass to the sky in 1610. The Hubble telescope was unlike any other telescope that had been built before it. It was sent into space in the year 1990 and has spent more than 3 decades there revolutionizing astrophotography. Advances in optics have allowed astronomers to view planets, stars, and galaxies better. Telescopes were first placed on the ground on Earth, but the image quality was harmed by the Earth's atmosphere. Later, telescopes were installed on mountains or regions with greater heights to acquire a better vision of the universe. To circumvent the constraints of ground-based observatories, astronomer LYMAN SPITZER advocated deploying a telescope into space after World War II. The Hubble Orbit Telescope was an expensive project that was beset by delays, and when it eventually launched into space, it was plagued by technical problems. Hubble's early photographs were so fuzzy that they were pretty much worthless. They discovered that Hubble's primary mirror had a spherical aberration problem due to a manufacturing fault. NASA waited 3 years to launch a repair mission. A crew of 7 embarked on the journey, and after 5 days of spacewalks, they were able to get the Hubble back in working order. We finally got to witness what Hubble could achieve in December 1993. The construction of Webb commenced in 1996. NASA, ESA, and CSA collaborated to build Webb. NASA's administrator, James E. Webb, was honored with a telescope named after him during the Apollo program. Before being renamed in 2002, the telescope was known as the Next Generation Space Telescope. Northrop Grumman is NASA's most crucial industry partner, and NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center oversaw the development. Webb took its time getting ready. It was planned to be prepared for introduction in 2007, but it was redesigned significantly in 2005 owing to advances in optics. The Webb was ultimately finished in 2016, but it had to go through a lot of testing. The Webb, unlike Hubble, will be beyond reach. No one can go out on a repair trip if there are mechanical problems. If changes are required, they will be done remotely. Webb was built at the cost of $10 billion from American taxpayers. To complete the project, NASA enlisted the help of almost 300 colleges, organizations, and businesses from the US and 14 other nations. Webb debuted on December 25, 2021 on Christmas Day. It was launched from Europe's spaceport in French Guiana on the northeastern coast of South America on an Ariane 5 rocket. The European Space Agency supplied the Ariane 5. At the height of 870 miles, Webb detached from the Ariane 5 27 minutes into the journey. Webb's 21-foot gold-plated mirror was entirely deployed by January 8, 2022. For NASA and the rest of the globe, the unfolding was a spectacular achievement. It was the first time NASA attempted and succeeded in completing a complex procedure to unfurl an observatory in orbit. The James Webb Space Telescope's objective is beyond our solar system. The Milky Way, which spans 100,000 light-years, contains at least 100 billion stars. Our galaxy was initially supposed to be the whole universe, but Hubble proved it is only one among billions in an expanding cosmos. Hubble was able to photograph an area of space the size of a fraction of the Moon's diameter. There are over 5,500 galaxies in that area of space. Webb outperforms Hubble by a factor of 100, with a broader wavelength coverage and higher sensitivity. Webb will complement and expand Hubble's findings with its more sophisticated technology. The optical telescope element is Webb's primary mirror. This mirror is made up of 18 gold beryllium hexagonal pieces. This mirror has a diameter of 21 feet, giving it a light collecting area almost 6 times that of the Hubble telescope. A human hair is 1,000 times thicker than the gold covering on these segments. Webb can see straight into a large cloud of dust where planetary systems and stars are formed, and see things Hubble can only see from afar. Webb is so sensitive that it can identify a bumblebee's heat signature at the Moon's distance from Earth. To monitor weak signals from infrared sources, it must be maintained at temperatures below 50 Kelvin. With the help of its 5-layered kite-shaped heat shield, Webb can protect itself from becoming too hot. It is shielded from the Sun, Moon, and Earth's heat. The months-long task of aligning Webb's 18 major mirror pieces has started. It will take around 6 months, according to scientists, to gather the most excellent photographs Webb has to give. The shots will initially be hazy, but scientists will continue to photograph the sky to aid in the alignment process. Right now, all 18 parts of Webb's mirror are doing their own thing. The scientists must get them to function in chorus, which will take some time. We're not sure whether NASA will disclose the hazy photos after synchronizing Webb's mirrors, but should we expect to see them? Webb's operations project scientist James RIGBY has advised us not to anticipate much from the initial photographs we'll get from the spacecraft. RIGBY believes that the telescope will be focused on sources of uniform brightness. On NASA's website, specific early scientific programs concerning what targets the telescope would initially focus on are slated, but we can't be sure it will conduct them first. Webb might have difficulties. NASA has identified over 300 possible technical issues or single-point failures that might jeopardize the mission's success. The majority of these targets are in the large Magellanic Cloud, and they may aid scientists in determining how effectively Webb's detectors are performing. The large Magellanic Cloud is a dwarf galaxy in the Milky Way's neighborhood. Let us not forget that several satellites are in orbit, many of which are no longer active and serve just as space junk. It's game over if one strikes Webb and causes critical damage. We don't know how long Hubble will continue to scan and picture the cosmos, but it will continue to work with Webb for the time being. The James Webb Space Telescope is a technical wonder that the world has waited for. It is the culmination of decades or centuries of astronomical research. It's terrifying to think that we can already construct something like Webb, but it's a massive issue for humankind. When Webb is entirely operational, it will herald in a new age of astronomy as well as show us things we've never seen before. Let us hope that scientists can explore the beginnings of the universe and, with any chance, locate planets capable of hosting life in our galaxy. That would make MICHIO KAKU's comments much more relatable, given that we may theoretically find extraterrestrial life with it as soon as this year. There is no certainty that there is any life out there. It may take decades, centuries, or millennia for humans to get far enough, even if there is. Or, for the time being, create the appropriate technologies to locate it. So what do you think about the James Webb Telescope? Let us know in the comments section below. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get updated with everything on future technology, Elon Musk, or SpaceX.